Hey, what's up, guys? This is Ghost and Stuff, and the Headless One. I'm going to show you guys how to make a quick and easy fettuccine alfredo that is restaurant style. Extremely good. First thing on, I marinate chicken. This is what I marinate it with: salad supreme, Morton seasoned salt, some roasted garlic herb by Weber, and a little bit of pepper. Comes out looking really nice, tastes delicious. You can see over here, I've got my water boiling, and I got melted butter. So a whole stick of butter. It's actually a little less than what they call for. And this is what I have in here. I have parsley flakes, half a teaspoon of black garlic, or black pepper, salt, and ground nutmeg. I also have a 1 cup measuring cup there for heavy cream. So, looking for the heavy cream. Oh, okay, found it. It's delicious, absolutely delicious. All right. So I got the butter going, got the water boiling. First off, I'm gonna add the noodles. It take about 12 minutes to make. So I got it boiling. Yeah, 12 minutes. Don't need that anymore. Now I usually wait until the noodles work their way down into the water. With the butter, I try to keep it a little low because I like to do this all at once so it's all ready together. So my butter's kind of simmering here, so I'm going to add the heavy cream. I got the noodles in, but they're not all the way down yet. I'm going to do 3 cups. It calls for 2, but I'm going to do 3 because my wife and daughter just like it extra saucy. So there's 1, 2, and 3 cups of heavy cream, heavy whipping cream. Kind of letting these just work their way down. Starting to boil a little bit. Once I get them all the way in the water is usually when I set my timer. And they come out al dente. So right there. I'm going to turn down my heat just a little bit. And my wife showed me a trick. If you put a wooden spoon over your boiling water, it won't boil over. Interesting. So now I'm going to add the seasonings to this. That's just pepper, parsley, a little bit of nutmeg, and I'm going to whisk it. Whisk it all together. I know. Looks like a lot of butter, but you'll be amazed. Alexa, set a timer for 12 minutes.
12 minutes, starting now.
All right. Now, with the chicken, and yes, I washed my hands. Check this out. Look at that, dude. It is so flippin' good. And I usually cut them into slices, you know, not very thick, and say, you know, like an 1/8 of an inch maybe. And I do that all the way through. Now you gotta watch for your Alfredo sauce. You don't want it to, what they call, break. And it could be really bad, I guess. I've never done it before, so I'm not sure. My daughter gave me this recipe off of a TikTok. And she was like, will you make it for me, Dad? And I said, sure, I'll try. And it's a huge hit now. Huge hit. I mean, I've had lots of people just be like, oh my gosh, your Alfredo is amazing. It tastes like Olive Garden. It tastes better than Olive Garden, actually. And then I'm just going to put the sliced chicken back in the bowl that the cooked chicken was in, because that's going to go on top after everything's done. So I'm just cutting the chicken. Checked my noodles, got them stirred a little bit. Now with the noodles, I just use water. I don't add salt or anything. I just use hot water. People say that hot or cold water, it doesn't matter. It all boils the same. I don't believe that. Hot water boils faster than cold water. So I just want to make sure that I'm not going to cut my freaking finger off here, dude, because I got freaking, dude, country woman, pioneer woman. She's amazing. She makes great stuff. That's what I'm cooking with Pioneer Woman cutlery and pots. Well, except for what the noodles are cooking in, but the sauce is cooking in a Pioneer Woman pot. Anyway. Alright. I'm going to turn up the heat on this. Alexa, how much time on the timer?
You have 8 minutes and 40 seconds left on your 12-minute timer.
Maybe not super high. I'm gonna let you out, see how everything looks. Check this out. Chicken. Really hard for me to. It's the noodles. Ooh, steamy. But yeah, this is super simple. Should be all ready at once. I mean, I don't expect people to do it all at once, but I don't know, I've just kind of figured out how to do it like that. Oh, I'm gonna need parsley flakes. I use a lot of water when I cook the noodles though, I like just a whole bunch of water. I don't know why, but I think it boils better. It cooks better. But I don't add anything to it, just the noodles. Now with the sauce here, it's kind of tricky. Turn it down just a little bit. I got it a little bit above low. Let these noodles cook. Chicken's sliced, ready to go. You're gonna need Parmesan. I just buy a little 6-ounce bag. That's all you need. Now, you could put the Parmesan in when you're cooking the sauce, or you could wait till after the sauce is done. Sometimes I've done it either way. It doesn't change the flavor. I think it's a little bit more messy when you're cooking with it in it. So I think that afterwards, when you throw it in there and then you pour it on the noodles and mix it all together, it comes out better. Now with the noodles, after they're done, I'm going to put them in a strainer and I rinse them in hot water. And then I'll add a little bit of just classic olive oil instead of butter. I don't know, it's probably fattening either way, but I don't know. I think it works good. A little more Italiano. Tell you what, man. If you do this right, it turns out amazing. You just gotta watch your sauce. You don't want it to get too hot. Alexa, how much time on the timer?
You have 4 minutes and 40 seconds left on your 12-minute timer.
Another thing I have here, I went to the farmer's market and got simply garlic bread, dude. This has already got like all the garlic and everything in it. So I'm gonna cut this up and get this in the toaster. This is the first time I've ever used the bread knife. So it'll be interesting. Oh man, cuts like butter. Oh gosh. That is just something amazing. I love this cutlery set. It is awesome. Heather, how many do you want? Look at those. Those nice slices of bread. Oh, it smells amazing. Would that be enough? Yeah. Oh, here's the heel too. If you want to throw that on there, that'd probably be really good. Oh, gotta watch the sauce. Alexa, how much time on the timer?
You have 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on your 12-minute timer.
Okay, so now I'm going to turn this up to almost a medium low. I got about 2 minutes. I'm going to let it come to a simmer. It should look still like watery. It's just real kind of watery. But it'll come out. It's starting to simmer a little bit, so I'm just going to give it a whisk. You just kind of got to stay on top of it. It can break, I guess. If it gets too hot, you can just pull it off the heat. It doesn't matter, but I usually look for when it gets like a glassy look on the top of it. You'll see it. It kind of gets like a glassy look. And that's when I know that it is ready and I don't want to cook it much longer. So when that timer goes off, I'm going to pull this off the heat and then I'm going to get the noodles ready and going. Just give it an occasional stir. Because it's going to turn into a cream. It's so good. Check my noodles. Give them a stir. These feel great. Okay, so just starting to simmer again. When it starts simmering, you're going to want to stir it. You don't want it just to sit there and cook. And I usually keep my water like under high. I don't cook on high, but to get it going I do. But then I drop the heat a little bit. Alexa, timer off. All right, so now I'm going to take the sauce. I'm going to pull that off. I'm going to put that on the other burner here. I'm going to turn that burner off. Turn this burner off. Okay. Excuse me. All right. Whew. I need this pan real quick, so I'm going to set this on that. I'm going to rinse out my noodles with some hot water. Just get any extra starch or anything. Okay. All right. So I'm throwing my noodles back in here. Take some olive oil. Just like that. Mix that up. Real nice and good. Just where those suckers look like all lathered up. There we go. All right. Okay. Okay. I usually put like almost most of the bag. I leave a little bit for the end. Okay. Check this out. Okay. I'm going to pour it all in here now. Bam. Okay. Now it's just got to sit. So I'll usually cover it with lid. All right, I'll show you the end results after I'm done. All right, we're back. See, I use 3 cups. It's a little bit more creamy. It's been sitting for about 15 minutes, but I mean, beautiful. I'm making Heather lunch. A little to go so I can show you the end results. Get out my chicken. I'm telling you what, man, it's killer. Okay. So I laid out some chicken. Just a little bit of parsley. About a pinch. Parmesan. You got a restaurant style lunch. Delicious. You can even add more chicken if you want. There you go. Great fettuccine Alfredo. Easy to make. Homemade. Enjoy. Yummy.